Hello and welcome to another episode of Daily Reflections. Pastor John coming to you from a front porch here in Sonoraville. It's been a great day today. Monday is usually my day off, and I don't try to do too much on Mondays because I'm recovering from the weekend and everything that happened on Sunday, and I'm trying to kind of focus in and figure out what we did right, what we did wrong, where we can grow, where we can move forward. And this today was no different. Sky and I had a few errands to run around the house here, but it's mainly been just a time of getting refreshed and getting renewed and getting prepared for what's going to happen in the future. We're looking at a lot of different ministries that are going to be starting in the fall and different things that are going to happen the remainder of this summer and all kind of different things that are going to be going on in the next 90 days at our church. I always tell people to give us 3 weeks. If you'll give us 3 weeks, you'll find something about our church that you love, and you'll fall in love with it, and you'll want to stay. It takes 3 weeks to form a habit, and so most people who come more than 3 weeks end up finding something that they like in our church. Maybe it's the music, maybe it's the singing, maybe it's the worship, maybe it's the prayer time, maybe it's the preacher. Who knows? But there's always, after about 3 weeks, you figure out what it is that you like and have a tendency to stay at a church, not only our church, but a church in general. And so we invite you to come on out and be a part of what's going on at Irwin Hill. I promise you it's going to be a great time and a great summer and a great fall as we move into it. So today we were sitting around here, Sky and I were. We had the house to ourselves. Everybody was out running errands and doing different things that happened during the summertime. And so we were here, Sky and I did. We had the whole day, the whole house to ourselves, so it was quiet. It was very quiet. She was watching some movies in her room, and I was watching catching up on some shows in the living room, and we were just kind of doing our thing. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she comes running down the hall. Pop, come in here, Pop, come in here. And so, I get up and I pause my show. I get up and I walk down the hall to see what it is. She was at a part in the movie where one of the lines goes off. She's watching a cartoon where one of the lines go off by themselves and they start to sing. And then the other line that the first line's in love with, the girl line, she runs into the boy line. They find each other and they sing the song together. Now, to me, to you, and to probably 99% of the people watching this video, that has no interest to me at all. None at all. But for Sky, it was the pinnacle of her day. It was the most important thing that was happening right there at that moment, and she wanted to share it with me. Now, traditionally, I don't watch cartoons with her. Don't really watch cartoons a lot anyway, but I traditionally don't watch cartoons with her because she watches the sappy ones. She likes the sappy cartoons. I'll watch Mulan because, they go to war and they do all of that, and I'll Make a Man Out of You and all that kind of stuff. She watches Mulan 2, which is a lot softer and sweeter and romantic and all that. I'll watch The Lion King because I just can't wait to be king. And she watches The Lion King 2, which is the one she's watching today, where all the lions fall in love. Okay. So I go in there, and I spent about 4 minutes listening to this song. And for her, that was the greatest 4 minutes of her day. It was. It was the greatest 4 minutes of her day because Pop had stopped what he was doing, came in there, sat down, and was watching Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. I think that's what it's called. I was watching that with her for 4.5 minutes while those two lions sang and fell in love. And it reminded me of a verse of Scripture. The Bible tells us to be slow to speak, but quick to listen. I've talked to you about that before. But today, it really punched me right in the gut because I was fidgety. I really didn't care nothing about the song, but I cared about the little girl who wanted me to listen to the song. You see, our issues are important to God, but we are more important to God. And when we come into His presence, there may be a million things going on. But when we ask Him to look into our issue, when we ask Him to come watch a 4.5-minute video of 2 lines singing about falling in love, He stops. He stops and listens. He tells us about our children. He says it's better that a millstone be tied around your neck and you thrown into the bottom of the sea rather than to offend one of these little ones. And so when we think about all of the things that we take to God, all of the difficult things that we take and all the simple things that we take, to God they must seem very trivial. But yet He still stops and takes 4.5 minutes to listen to 2 lines sing about falling in love. Out of the simplicity of a child, wisdom flows. So take some time today to be quick to listen. Slow to speak, slow to anger, but be quick to listen. Because there's always time to go back and watch another television show. There's always time to go and smell the roses. There's always time to go on the back porch and shoot a video, whatever you need to do. There's always going to be time for that. But our children are not always going to be young. Our children are not always going to want us to sit down and watch a 4.5-minute video of 2 lines falling in love. Our children are not always going to be around. Some point or another, they're going to grow up, they're going to move out, they're going to do their own thing, and we're not going to have those precious moments again. We're not going to have those moments where the garbage truck pulls up and I'm in the middle of a video and he takes his time. I'm surprised he hasn't blown the horn yet. He usually blows the horn at Sky. So today, here's my pastoral advice. Here's my daily reflection. Take some time. Spend it with your family. Spend it with your friends. Spend it with those who love you the most, because God always takes time to spend with us. Coming from my front porch, this is Pastor Sean saying that I love you. I'm praying for you. I hope you're having a magnificent day and a fantastic summer. Hope to see you very, very soon back at Irwin Hill. God bless you is my prayer.